everybody, and welcome. I'm Battery H, and this is our 10 subscriber thank you / Q&A video. Some people might say, why are you doing this at 10 subscribers? Well, because I'm probably never going to get to 100,000, so I figure I'll do them when I can and have some fun with it. I've got a couple of questions that were asked by some actual members of the audience, and some that answer questions I'm actually given on other times, so I figured we'd go through all of those, the ones that we have, I should say, and give you guys the answers to that. The first question is, why exactly do you do this? Well, quite simply, I started doing video games streaming as a way to raise funds for my Extra Life campaign. Extra Life is one of the official charities I support. They raise money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals across North America, and I play for Children's Hospital in New Orleans. Generally, you can find a link to those kinds of things in the description below my videos, so if you're ever wondering how to get in contact with that. From there, I discovered that I had people that actually enjoyed what I did, and not only enjoyed what I did, but wanted to see some more of it, in part because some of the times that my streaming availability it made it difficult for them to watch. Others were folks across the country and in different countries from myself, and would like sometimes for some of these games to be a little more convenient. And some people, honest to God, just believe I'm funny. I don't know what's wrong with them, but hey, I'll ride that horse till she throws me off. So that's how I kind of got started, and decided that doing videos on YouTube would be a nice way to supplement that and allow some folks that might not otherwise have a chance, because with the times I stream, to see what I'm doing and allow them to comment on those things and get the enjoyment that I have. Not to mention, I actually do enjoy doing these things. Second question comes from my family, and how much money are you making off of this? The answer is zero. I'm currently not monetizing. I say currently, at the time this was made, I'm not monetizing anything, and if I do in the future, it's either because I've got so much success that I can afford to hire a worker bee like I just did, and we're going to get rid of them. Now you're beginning to see why it's called Great Games Played Poorly, folks. No, any money that I would raise would go to my charity work, or on the very outside chance that I wanted to do a major upgrade for my streaming service and my video service. The money might go there, but it's certainly not going to go to my pockets, and I don't ever actually anticipate making enough money or being in a position to make enough money for that to happen. So, as far as the foreseeable future is, yeah, I'm not monetizing, and I'll leave it at that. Somebody said, and the next question, of course, why is your motto Great Games Played Poorly? Well, if you saw me just hire somebody instead of lowering the sower, you'll begin to understand. I'm not the greatest at the games I play, but I've never allowed being good at a game to dictate whether or not it was fun for me. If you're looking for great gameplay wisdom, this might not always be the place to go, but I guarantee we're going to have fun along the journey. And some things where I know something or two, or whether the game in particular has a historical context, you might just learn something. I like to sprinkle that in, part because I believe that so many of us have a passion for learning new things, and video games just have a way of teaching us that. You never know where a video game is going to take you. But as far as why is it Great Games Played Poorly, well, like I said, I'm not very good at games. Some games I'm downright awful at, and that's quite alright. The last big question is, what do you have in the pipeline? What else are you going to be putting on the channel? thank you, Major, for that question. Well, one of the things I'm doing is I'm recently released videos on YouTuber Life, which is a game that is in early access on Steam. I'm giving that a try on their new cooking track just to see how that plays. And of course, we've also had Civilization 6 and a couple of Let's Plays for that. That's been in progress now for a while. One of the other things I'm going to be adding, not on a weekly basis, but one or two a month, is going to be a series called Poorly Played, where I play games that I'm really horrendous at, and you get to hear my reaction. I've got one of those that'll be coming out here very, very shortly, so be sure to look for that. And I'm seriously considering doing a farming sim series on this map here. I've got a neat little story to tell, and I think a fun way to tell it. I'm not going to say it's an original way to tell it, but it's a fun way to tell it. That being said, that's really most of the prepared questions I had. Outside of how long does this take you to do? Quite a bit of time, actually. Making a video is only part of it, and you've got the editing, the uploading, and all that wonderful stuff. As you can see, we've missed a spot, so we've played that real poorly. And it provides me with a great deal of satisfaction that I'm actually managed to accomplish this. If you'd asked me 5 years ago, are you going to be putting videos up on YouTube, I would have told you that you were crazy. There was no way I was not talented enough for that. So if you're a new content creator, let me just say, don't worry about the subs. I mean, I'm not. I'm doing a video for 10 subscriptions, right? Don't worry about the subs. They'll come to you. Just keep creating content. Use every time that you create content as a learning process. Ask for feedback. Something I try to do as often as possible. And give it some time. Go out and promote yourself through social media, but don't be surprised when people aren't beating down the door right away. If it's going to come, it's going to come through a lot of hard work, and there's no substitute for that. And occasionally, you can keep bouncing through your equipment like I do. No, that's got to go back down. There we go. In any event, I hope you've enjoyed this very short little video, but I've got a couple of questions out of the way. If you have any more, please feel free to include them in the discussion below. I'll try to answer them. If I get enough folks to subscribe to a 50 subscriber video, I'm not very ambitious, folks. I'm realistic here. If we get enough to do 50, well, come back and watch. I may just be answering your question there. So until the next time, if you've enjoyed this, please consider giving it a like. More importantly, a subscription. It's absolutely free. You can follow me on Twitter at BatteryH. I'm also on Twitch at Battery_H. All those links are in the description below. Those are the other places to find me best. Until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day. Keep creating content, and to you subs out there who have generously given me the time of day and thought enough to subscribe, thank you guys very, very much. You're the folks that I do this for, really. Have a great day, everyone.